Howdy folks, Mark the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Ozone Skyblock Reborn server, hanging out here in the mining dimension that's the Nether, using my digital miner to pick up the dimensional shard ore from wherever it is here in the Nether. It's probably down way deep, and so far I've got 4,500 actual ores here, which is good. How's this doing? Oh, about 500 left, and I threw a bunch of upgrades on here so that it's running as fast as it can, which means it's almost wanting 200,000 FE of power every tick. That's a lot of power, and I generate 22,000 per tick, so it's draining my batteries really fast. And I've been going around every 4 chunks. In fact, you just barely see it 4 chunks away. There's another pillar. I mark these so that I know where I've mined. Now I haven't cleared out everything, you can tell from looking around here on the surface, but right now I'm looking for, and I'm only getting this dimensional shard ore. The problem is this: I've got 10 billion FE in my storage, but I'm ripping through it really fast, and that's a problem. So, you know, a previous question was, you know, how do you know what to do next? Well, I asked myself, what am I missing? What am I lacking? What do I want to have that I don't have? And really good power gen, that I don't have. Now, as it turns out, I'm okay with it right now because I can blow through 2 billion or 10 billion FE pretty fast with this digital miner. I've done in this last pass, I think this is, maybe this is like the 8th pillar that I've done. So I'm, you know, as you can see, I'm almost 5,000 shard ore. So that's a lot of ore. And you may be asking, okay, Grok, why do you need that much dimensional shard ore? And that's a very good question. I'm not actually building anything with it. What I'm doing is I'm fortuning it, and then I take all that and dump it into my Project E transmutation table for EMC. And it's the biggest amount of EMC I can pick up at this point. Ooh, we're almost to 100, 550 ore left. So we're ripping through it pretty fast. And like I said, I want better power. Now, I was originally looking at doing some stuff with Ad Astra, and then I said, nope, power. I want the power. Speaking of power, I made some poutine earlier, and I'm not sure if I showed it off. This is what I had for a while now. Some food here, some stock, some flour. Let's go back. You know, you make some fries, silken tofu, and all that. Oh, I think it just finished. It did, and that, if we look at the food value of this, that's 9.5 haunches of hunger and 23 saturation. That's fantastic. And it has EMC, which means I made one of them and taught it to my system and then gave myself a stack. And then I realized, nah, I don't want that. Bacon cheeseburger, 13 haunches of healing and 31 saturation. So that's even better. So I made one of those, and that, as you can see, I've got a full stack here of the bacon cheeseburger. Really good. All right, let's get out of here. All right. So talking about Lacus Powerus, it's a problem. I definitely want to have something better. I'm going to put you right there because I'll pull that out manually and work on that. Let's put you away. We give you one and you one, and typically. Okay, I'll just put it away. Typically, I keep a drawer in there for doing exactly what you saw me doing. However, I'm gonna ignore that for right now because I want power. And if I take a look downstairs, I'll show you the power gen that I've got. I've got that. Hey, my power's gone. Okay, I did make a few more of these alternators and the ender ones over there. But yeah, my power gen's gone because I put it downstairs. And by downstairs, I mean, so I build me a new base area. It's a 2x2 chunk area for power gen only. And this happens to be right below the main building or the storage building up above. Here, let me fly up and out. And I've got my helmet off right now because I want to be able to see the dark spots and see how it looks for right now. When I set this up, I used the quartz because it's a nice bright white, and I've got EMC for that. I set up a bottom slabs in there because this chunk right here and this chunk here, these two chunks are slime chunks, as is the far corner over there. There's like 3 blocks, and a far corner over here. That block right there is a slime chunk. So I've gone ahead and decided to do what I could to stop spawns. So in here, everything is non-spawnable. They're bottom slabs, they're stairs, they're all sorts of stuff like that. They can still spawn here in this little spot, but I've got some interdiction torches underneath that send them flying. I've also, because this is another spawn island up here, I put 2 interdiction torches. This should push them that away, up and that away. It doesn't seem to be doing a great job. I'm going to put that a little bit there because I want it to vector them out that way. While I was building this, they kept flying down in here, which was not so useful. And that needs some more light. I think I'll take, this blue. This is mana quartz. So it's still quartz, but it's a different color. I think I'll put a full block here and another one of the mana glass on top of that. See, here you can see that provides some light. Went in here, mana glass all over the place. This is the cut Certus quartz walls. It's very similar to the mana quartz in color, that same blue, but I can make walls. Plus, I've got the aluminum scaffolding down here because that makes this a more techie sort of thing. We also have some dark iron or dark steel bars in there for fun. I'm going to put my helmet back on so I can see. It's much better. Oh, I didn't show off too much the... Go away, you. If I come down here a little bit more, yeah. Down here, I did the island stuff underneath. Did it in small chunks and then joined them all together, and it's raining because that's the way it works. Anyway, and threw some trees down and stuff just to make it look good. But most of the time, I'm just going to zip back and forth with this. Whee! So much faster. All right, so this is my power gen over here. And I originally, for the longest time, had just the single thermo generator, and that works really well. However, I've got 4. It's hard to see underneath this cell, underneath their 2 blocks, while it's at the same level here as the blazing crystal, is a sink from... Cooking for Black Hoods. I kept thinking it's a sink for the Pam's heart. No, it's not for Pam's. Oh, and you can just barely see. There's the yep. You can there's the fluid conduit inside, providing water to each of these. Blazing crystal. That each one does 5.6, so that's 22K of power generation. Not bad. And if we take a look at it, is going up, but it's gonna take a while. And so again, yeah. The bottom slabs, because I don't want anything to spawn in here. I went ahead and put a slab on top of that. These won't spawn because of the conduits. I don't want anything to spawn in here. That's why this could, however, we take a look at the chunk boundaries. I put it purposely just outside there because this is the slime chunk boundary. And this one is not. It's well lit, so it's not going to generate any mobs here. Except bats. Bats come around and they're very annoying. All right, so I want to get some power, and for that, I'm going to go ahead and leave those things here. I'm going to grab this, and let's go back upstairs because I want to make something. If we take a look here, let's put you out of the way. Grab the manual of power. I want to make this the reactor from power, and to do that, I need, it says 36 reactor blocks, and you place them, 3 by 3 by 4. See, I would say 3 by 3 by 4. This just says 3 by 4 replaceable area. And anyway, so I need to build this, and this should generate for me the power. If we take a look, there's, the recipe building all the way up, which is cool because guess what I've got? I've got a lot of these capacitor whatsits and thingies in here. So I need to drill down to the beginner starter. This is the starter one. And hey, that's got EMC, that's got EMC, that all these things. Okay, Uranite doesn't. A Uranite, however, I can get from crystals, which I have, or you can take this, the raw Uranite, which you can get from sieving. And I've got some of those. You run it through the power orb, and you get 2 of these, so you can double it. However, I'm going to make 36 of these. Oh crap, 40. I didn't want 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only want 36. Dang it. Built too many. I'm going to put them right here. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I'm going to put them in a drawer of something over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Because it will build itself, which I think is a handy feature, but that's not what I want. Let's go ahead and hit U on this. And it goes, because now, as I click, there's, what did I run out of? Oh, those guys. Okay. I'm going to need a bunch of these. So I'll grab 2 stacks. Hey, I love it. All right. Let's put you there. That I need 1 more, and that's out. That's what I want. Now I can shift click my builds. Okay, so for this, I need the hardened capacitors, which I've got. I'll dump those into the system, shift click. I got them all. There's hardened, and this generates 10K a tick. I didn't look at the other ones. They're okay, but this generates 10K. Not bad. Let's go ahead and do this one next. This one, the blazing, does 40K, so much nicer. And toss you in and toss the diamond ones in there. And this does 100K per tick, much nicer. But we want to upgrade. Here's the emerald one, the spirited. Let's toss you in and toss you in and grab you down. This one does 400K per tick. Now I'm generating more than my stupid digital miner will produce, which or consume, this is good. This is where we're starting to get a good deal. But I want to go top tier. I want to do the niotic or nitro, and let's go ahead and shift click you. Now I've got 36 of these bad boys. This will generate 500K. Maybe I was wrong with this one. That's max extract I was looking at. Third line generation factor is 100K. All right, so this is definitely going to produce far more than I currently need, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Let's drop down here, and I'm going to keep it over here. This is the power area. So I'm not sure exactly where it's going to stack itself. We'll put you there. Looks like that's going to be the middle bottom. All right, that will work. I think you are lined up. You are not lined up. You know, I'm going to be particular enough. I actually want it to be lined up. So let's put you right there. We'll build the rest of them. There. Now the back is lined up with the other power gen. Cool. And I like this feature. This is nice. Yeah, it's really easy to build because, you know, it's 3x3x4. It's not super hard. However, you know, this is cool. All right, so it is empty. There's nothing in here. This does need, it's currently off. It's no power in here. It needs 3 inputs. So let's come over to here and grab these. I don't want to grab those 2 yet. Let's go ahead and grab this. I'm trying to think. I think this is power out. Yes, that looks like power out. And this, I think, is stuff going in. I'm going to put you here, and I'm going to set you to the power channel and activate that. And I should have grabbed something upstairs, but I didn't. Here, push you out of the way for right now. Let's go upstairs. Right here, I'm going to break. Well, let's look at this first. This has got the advanced pipe upgrade. That's why I put it over here for coal, redstone, and dry ice. And you may be saying, how the heck do I make dry ice? And a good question. You go in here, get your blue ice. Back here, I'll go ahead and grab 2 stacks. And we'll go upstairs. And let's turn that off. This is configured so it's coming in from both sides. You get a stack and you get a stack. And then you let it go. And they both input and it just flashes like crazy. And 10K a pop, it makes them. And it won't take very long to make all that dry ice. I'll just let that go because I've got dry ice elsewhere. Anyway, so I was saying this filter, what I have back here, I set up a tesseract, and has the power item, and down here is an exporter from refined storage where I told it I want to export out those things. So belts and suspenders, I'm only going to allow it to import the bits and chunks that I want, just to be on the safe side. So I will put you there, and I need my wrench, and we'll shift click that. Are you putting stuff? Wow, it's already put stuff in. I want to grab that so it doesn't grab anything more. We've got solid. Oh, I need a little bit of fluid. I forgot the fluids. Let's grab a bouquet. And I will get me some water right here. Here, I'll just stand out here and let the rain give me some. Yeah, that doesn't work. It would be nice if it did, but it doesn't. And I think I just right click here. Ta-da! And now it's, oh, guess what I forgot? I forgot to get the actual fuel, the power in here with the water and with this coolant, the redstone and the coal. Actually, if we read the text, because why not? You build it, you need the 36. We did that. When generating energy, the reactor heats up, causing it to consume fuel faster and generate less Fe. So you need to cool it down using a coolant like water. Done. Also, you can also use solid coolant like snow or ice or dry ice. And then it still needs the liquid coolant. I forgot about that. And then does it say? Yes, carbon materials like coal will help it, so it increases the heat. Redstone increases the heat. And then the reactor will stop when it's full and start when it's less than 70. If the auto mode is on. I was just going to say, where's the auto mode? I think maybe, no, that's on off. One of these is auto mode. I do like auto mode. Let's ignore. Yeah, so I'm ignoring that. That's the power out. Auto mode on. So it will generate and then shut itself off. That I like. Okay, we need to get uranite. So let's go up. And I've got a bunch of uranite, and I completely forgot that was something I needed. So let's come over to here and tell it to export the uranite. Okay, you can now export. However, down below, it doesn't know that it needs to pull it out. And this way, if I need to overuse this channel for something else, hey, you've got a filter that should only whitelist these things. All right. Well, oh yeah. Anyway, so this will generate for me power. This is generating. Holy cow! Look at that thing go. It's generated a lot of power really fast. So I'm going to take this, my nitro energy cell, doink here, and look at that power pump in. That's more like it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yes, indeed. And yep, it's pulling it right out of there. So this will be good for most of the power that I need to generate. But when I suck down a lot of power, this will turn on when it gets below 70%. Good. That's what I want it to do. It'll pump a bunch there, and then I'm going to grab these two here because I'm going to go shift click like this and like that. And now I've got 14 billion Fe storage in here. That's much better. It's been a few days since that last piece, and this reactor has been running really well. It's kept up with the digital miner that I've been running in the nether, the nether mining world. And I've got a bunch of EMC in my transmutation table upstairs, so that's fantastic. But I do want to expand this a little bit more. In fact, I've got some stuff ready over here. That's for a future episode. But I want to do something here. And if we go back upstairs, let's go zip. I need to build a few things. And if we take a look at the quest, this is which quest? Omnicron. This is the big reactors. Well, it's extreme reactors now. first thing you need to do is make the book, which is just any sort of uranium yellorite and a book, and I've done that already, and it's got EMC, so I taught the system. Graphite is just taking a coal and cooking it up, and because it's got EMC, I just needed to make one. So done. And then yellorite or yellorium I already had, and I'm drawing a blank. I cooked. Okay, let's go back and take a look, because for this I made the seed for it, but to make this yellow dust, that's where it was. I took uranium, ground it in my crusher, because I have uranium coming out lots and lots, and that turned into yellorium. I made 4 of those, and now I've got yellorium. So that's how I did that. Anyway, if you took a look, you probably noticed that I had a bunch of bits here, because this quest right here, the next part, the basic reactor, needs all of these items to complete it, even though you're not actually using them all. Like, for example, here's an active forge and here's a passive forge. I don't know why you would need... I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to build these really quick. So if I come into here, let's get some, no, I was thinking carbon. No, it's not carbon. Fred, graphite, that's what it is. Graphite is just a different form of carbon. Anyway, so now I've got a stack. Let's grab 2 stacks. So I've got stuff for that. And the first thing I need to do is make a reactor casing, and I've got plenty of sand and stuff like that, so that gives me a reactor casing. Hey, that's got EMC. Ta-da! All right, so let's get a bunch of these, and okay, so that will help, and this will form the outside of the shell. But we also need some other bits. I'm gonna need a controller, and I should have all the bits for that. Yep, do you have EMC? You do. Learn. You only really need the 1 controller, so I won't need lots of those. Oh, I do want some reactor glass. Let's learn that as well, I think. And then the fuel rods. Yes, we are definitely going to need some of these. And the book talks about making just a 3x3x3 reactor, which is totally fine. Oh, pistons. I don't have any pistons. Let's go ahead and make some pistons. Let's make, I keep saying I need to have some pistons, so let's make a bunch of them. All right, so here I can make the control rod. For right now, I'm only planning on making the 1, so that's fine. And it does not have EMC, so that means I can't just duplicate it. Dang it. Oh, don't I have hoppers? I do have hoppers. Let's put a stack in there. All right, so now I've got, did that one. So the solid access, let's make, I think I will need 2 of these. Let's go ahead and do that, because I think that I need, let's see, that's the energy. Yeah, because these are the solid access port. I need 1 for in and 1 for out. So I'm thinking I'm going to need 2. Reactive forge charging. Oh, hey, I need an extra. Oh, let's make one of these. So this is the active. Let's make him. And then we need to make the passive, which is the other way around. And both of these guys have EMC. And I don't recall, this thing needs the active. So let's get the active. Second one of those. Which one? There it goes. And having EMC makes this so much easier. Let's go ahead and make 1 of you. Hey, you've got EMC too. And okay, yeah, holding down the crouch key tells me that they are learned, so I haven't missed one. And then the last, we need the redstone port, which I don't think I'm actually going to be using in here, but we'll make one for this little guy. And done. So that should complete the quest, and of course I have to turn to the left to look at my quest. But that should complete that. I'm thinking that I would like to have not just a 3 by 3 by 3, but like a 3 by 3 by 5. So that means I'm going to need more second fuel rod. If I can spell fuel. Keys on the right. There we go. You know, let's make it extra tall, which means I'm going to need some better glass. I think that's the enduring glass, reactor glass. Let's grab a few more of those. All right, and I hardly used any graphite in that. Oh, that's because I only really made one. So spatoo, spatoo, and I need some yellorium. Hey, look, I it's got EMC, so that should work. Let's get some chests. And I really don't need netherite, but they look cool. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And I am also going to need some quartz. That's right. Sitting there thinking, what do we need to make sure nothing's spawnable? Because I don't want anything to spawn down there. This chunk is the slime chunk. I think this one is not, but it's okay. I just don't want to have anything spawn. So ooh, I may not have enough actual reactor casing plates, but for me. So this is a 3 by 3 to begin with here on the bottom. And I'm going to, just because it looks weird floating like that, because, you know, who wants anything that's just kind of floating out there in midair? That's just weird. So now this looks so much better with it actually resting on the bottom, not you. And, and so with this, it's 3 by 3, and then I was thinking more. Let's put the rods here, 1, 2, 3, like that, so I can see them. So then this would go up and up like this. Yep. And then I'm gonna want more glass. I can tell that right now. It's kind of fun to be able to look in there. And you know, I definitely need more. Okay, I won't come back here to the back for right now. Let's cap this off here like that. And then here's where the control rod part goes up there, reactor control rod. That goes up here. And it's not a multi-block yet. Oh, let's break you and you. So if I get you off of my bar, I need the reactor port. So we'll say one for in and one for out. Oops, I forgot there was glass there. And one for out. And I can toggle that once it's built. And I need the control. That's a charging. You know, I want to kind of see it. We'll just put the charging back here, which is okay. And a redstone port, I don't need that for right now. And then, oh, wait. What are you? Forge energy charging port. Well, I think I can put stuff in there and it'll charge it up. Oh, okay. We'll find out. And then probably active power tap. I'm not really sure what the difference between passive and active is in this. And where's my oh, there's my controller. I was expecting it to be better looking. And it completed. So that tells me I've got everything here, and I have just enough glass to make this work. You know, break you. Let's put the glass there. There. Now I've got glass on every side, just for fun. All right, so this tells me the basic components, everything's off. It's doing nothing because, hello, everything's off. Now's where I can take my chest and we'll put one chest there, one chest there. I need a wrench. And now this is going to be, I think this is pulling out and this is pushing in. Kind of the arrows give that suggestion. So I need, oh, since we've got them here, we'll do these item conduits, but I've been liking the other ones. Although this doesn't really need much by way of fuel going in and out, so this should be just fine. Oh wait, no, I am extracting. Let's turn that on. I'm going to take and put my yellow I don't want to say yellorite, my yellorium into there, and that's fed that into the system, and you can see it's filling up in there. Cool. Just doesn't have enough to get in there. Alrighty, and go ahead and extract on you. And no. We're extracting on this side because we're pulling out the waste. And frankly, that's what I'm really building this for, is the waste. I'm not building this for anything else. Let's go ahead and just turn this on. And it's going to generate power here. Actually, let's take this and put it here. Will that absorb the power? It is not absorbing the power. So that's not coming out right now. Okay, I'll need something on here. Let's actually, I'm just going to let this run. Once it's full, it keeps running, and that's okay. Because it's slowly burning up the fuel, and I'm really interested in the burnt up bits. So this is doing 600, tad more FE per tick. It's a tiny thing. It's mainly what I want for burning stuff. So let's take this energy conduit, since that's what I've got. Are you set for receive? Okay, all of these are receive. Okay, so that should, but let's actively extract and actively put in. We don't need to extract from this side. And oh, it's full. So there's nothing that it needs to do. So this, if while it's just running and producing waste, then we should be eventually spitting out something out there, and that's not very long. Oh, what's this? Fuel reactivity. Yeah, I for right now I'm okay with it burning up, because like I said, I really want it to burn out the stuff, automatically ejecting the waste. Yes, that's what we want. So cool. Temperature wise, it's not getting super hot. This is not a great reactor. This is kind of craptastic, but this gets me going. And I think what I will do, because all these things have EMC, I'm going to make a bigger reactor to fit in this area. And if I don't, oh, wait, let's check out the board. Okay, I can only really come up to this line. I don't want to go beyond it. So if that's here and I want to have two spaces, and this is going to be a 3x3 by a bunch, I think 7. So this will be here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can make an 8x8 reactor here, which makes it even, and that hurts my feelings, but that will work. Speaking of working, I'm going to put slabs up here real quick before it allows things to spawn. And the only thing I'm thinking of, because it's lit up enough, is the stupid slimes. And that's the only thing. But there we go. I've got myself a little reactor going, mainly to produce the waste, because I don't need the power. I have plenty over there, but I do want those wastes to be produced, because there's stuff I can do with them later. And so that's what this is doing. But I need more, so I'll make a bigger one of these reactors. But I'll do that after this episode's done. And we're done. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the FTOG Ozone Skyblock Reborn server and having a blast. And I've got my reactor building starting to have reactors, and that's cool. And thanks for watching.